I swear, any woman who has been divorced, in that year, you have red flags if it's not going to work. I did.
That's how you say it, Jeannie Mai. They broke up because it was alleged that they couldn't agree on certain things when it comes to family values and expectations.
You know, it was just always instances where I just knew that this wasn't going to work out for me, right? So I had to figure out how to change without losing everything.
It appears that Jeezy and Jeannie have been orchestrating a charade all along. As the latest reports suggest, they are canceling their divorce in an attempt to salvage their marriage. However, the twist in this tale is that it seems they may have never genuinely intended to divorce in the first place. Instead, this entire ordeal might have been an elaborate publicity stunt orchestrated to promote Jeezy's forthcoming book. If these rumors hold true, one can't help but wonder why Jeannie would consent to such a public humiliation. Let me spill the tea, but of course before I say anything, make sure first that you subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell for more updates and videos like this. Now let's dive in. Folks, every time we get updates on Jeannie Mai and Jeezy's divorce, the story takes a stranger turn, and it's starting to feel like a massive joke. There are swirling rumors suggesting that Jeezy might soon call off the divorce, indicating a desire to reconcile with Jeannie. Shockingly, some sources are even claiming that the divorce filing was never a genuine intention, but rather a calculated move to generate buzz for Jeezy's upcoming book. It's almost surreal that in 2023, we're still witnessing such PR antics.
For me, if I'm really honest, knowing what I know now about who I married, I wouldn't have married him. I swear, any woman who has been divorced, in that year, you have red flags if it's not going to work. I did.
Admittedly, when this news first hit me, I was truly surprised. I mean, what's happening in the world when a couple resorts to such tactics for publicity? But upon closer scrutiny, it does seem plausible that Jeezy and Jeannie were indeed pulling our leg to create buzz for his book. The timing of the divorce announcement coming shortly after Jeannie's post about the book should have been a major clue. These PR stunts are really pushing the boundaries these days. I'm talking about the post where she posted a cute picture of her and her daughter and said, "Today I celebrate a remarkable milestone achieved by my husband Jeezy, whose memoir Adversity for Sal has soared to the New York Times bestseller list. This moment isn't just a testimony to your literary skills, baby, but a recognition of your ability to inspire through the power of storytelling. I'm endlessly grateful for your voice in this world. Honored to walk beside you, my love." The timing of the divorce announcement couldn't have been more convenient, especially considering Jeezy had initially filed for divorce way back in June. Waiting until the book deal was in the bag does seem like a strategic move. Since news of the divorce broke, fans have been diligently trying to piece together the puzzle of why this seemingly out-of-the-blue separation occurred. Yet no matter how much we attempted to decipher the situation, the pieces just didn't quite fit.
And y'all file for divorce, it's over.
Yeah, because usually guys don't strike
y'all
first.
not emotional like that.
Nah, so whatever it was, what could it have been?
Numerous theories started circulating. Some speculated that Jeannie may have had an affair with her co-host Mario Lopez. People pointed to their flirtatious on-screen chemistry and their difficulty in keeping their hands off each other during broadcasts. However, sources from Jeannie's side vehemently denied these rumors, asserting that she had never been unfaithful to Jeezy. They insisted that their relationship with Mario was purely platonic and that people were reading too much into an innocent connection. Then the drama took an even crazier twist when Jeannie's former co-host, Tamar Braxton, weighed in on her new show. Tamar suggested that Jeannie must have done something seriously wrong for Jeezy to initiate divorce proceedings. After all, when divorce papers are filed, it usually signifies the end of the road in a relationship. Tamar hinted that men typically don't take such drastic steps unless they've been deeply hurt emotionally. So whatever the reason may be, what could have driven this divorce decision?
There's two reasons why a man leaves his wife or files for divorce. Number one is another woman pushing him to do it, okay? Or number two is something real foul went.
Typically, there are two main reasons why a man leaves his wife or initiates divorce. First, it could be the influence of another woman pushing him in that direction. Second, something significantly distressing could have occurred. Finally, a source spilled the beans to ET and claimed that Jeezy and Jeannie Mai's impending divorce stemmed from differing views. They were not aligned when it came to certain family values and expectations, and both felt their needs weren't being fully met. While this explanation seems plausible, it didn't quite add up. Despite coming from different ethnic backgrounds, Jeannie and Jeezy had always maintained that their differences worked perfectly for them. Some speculated that tensions arose when Jeannie's mother and brother moved in with them shortly after marriage, potentially causing friction that eventually led to the divorce, especially since Jeannie herself admitted on the Shambooty podcast that she and her mom both had fiery tempers. This added an intriguing twist to the story.
He have claimed that Jeannie's mom is not exactly the easiest to live with. For example, Jeannie has admitted in the past that both she and her mom have really hot tempers, and she said this on the Shambooty podcast.
Handling one hot temper can be challenging, but dealing with two can certainly be quite a task. After the source's revelation to ET, speculation started swirling that Jeannie's relationship with her family might have played a significant role in the marriage breakdown. Some pointed out that Jeezy doesn't have a close relationship with his immediate family, as they're not on great terms, which might have made it difficult for him to understand and adapt to Jeannie's family values. However, the equation didn't seem to add up. Just last month, Jeezy appeared on Sway's podcast, where he not only praised Jeannie's family values, but also expressed his deep admiration for the dynamic she shared with her family. He even stated that she was just like them, on the down low. What's more, he talked about how her values had motivated him to mend his strained relationship with his father. Jeezy openly shared his efforts to rebuild relationships with his cousins and other extended family members, all inspired by Jeannie's family values. This revelation painted a picture of a man who genuinely appreciated and embraced the family values Jeannie brought into their relationship.
Jeannie Mai.
First day at the job, guys.
A proud Vietnamese girl. We're both first generation. I'm gonna have her hook me up with some Vietnamese. I know a little bit.
Culturally, her family is incredibly close-knit, fostering a strong sense of togetherness. This tight bond within her family has had a positive influence on my own familiar interactions. In the past 5 years, I've spent more time with my father than I have in my entire life up to that point. Quite a remarkable change. It became evident that the reasons given for their divorce were rather perplexing and hinted at something more complex. Interestingly, all the sources seemed to conveniently suggest that Jeannie was the catalyst for the divorce. It appeared as though they were trying to preserve Jeezy's public image, especially given the attention garnered by his book. However, the narrative took an unexpected turn when insiders revealed that Jeannie was not seeking a divorce after all. A source spoke to Page 6 and claimed she was going to be contesting divorce, saying, Jeannie Mai is devastated that her marriage is over and wants her family unit back. The truth is, Jeannie wants her marriage to work, wants her family to be one solid unit. She is devastated that Jeezy filed for divorce. Jeannie deeply loves Jeezy, and she wants things to work out. She did not get married to get divorced. That was not a part of the plan. This situation becomes more understandable when we consider Jeannie's previous stance on marriage after her initial divorce. She had expressed a strong reluctance to marry again, fearing another painful divorce experience. The current circumstances seem far from what she had envisioned. Despite Jeezy filing for divorce, Jeannie remains optimistic, hoping that they can sit down and resolve their differences to keep their family intact. The divorce proceedings appear to be riddled with contradictions and inconsistencies, adding to the overall confusion. Instead of providing clarity, the reports surrounding their divorce only compound the puzzle. As it turns out, the word on the street suggests that the entire drama might have been a clever marketing and promotional stunt for Jeezy's new book. Regardless of one's opinion on the matter, it's hard not to acknowledge the effort and creativity they invested in making this scenario appear authentic, as it managed to deceive many of us. Jeezy appears to have subtly confirmed this intriguing situation. During a recent interview with Revolt TV, eagle-eyed fans were quick to spot that he was wearing his wedding ring. Not only was he wearing it, but he seemed to be profoundly displaying it for all to see. A closer look at the pictures he posted from the interview reveals that he positioned the ring prominently in every shot. It's worth noting that this interview took place just a few days ago, definitely after the divorce news broke. Jeezy's actions in wearing and showcasing his wedding ring send a clear and unequivocal message that he and Jeannie are still together, adding another layer of complexity to this evolving narrative. That's all for today. We hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos like this.